Hello everyone, so today we will be reviewing the Apexel 2x telephoto lens and what all I have ordered along with this as a kit. So we have a tripod here just to begin with. This is a handheld tripod and I have ordered two other filters along with this, and the tripod came with this mount. So let's have a look at this mount also. As you can see, the packaging is really well, the mount is built really well, there's a little bit of felt on it, and it also has a hole in between. Wow, that's surprising. Oh, that's not surprising because that's where your lens is gonna go. I bought this just to keep my phone safe from the screw drilling into my screen, just to realize that the screw does not even touch the screen. Well, not an issue. Let's see what happens there. So here we have mounted this stand and the clamp. So the clamp has a very sturdy spring, and along with this you can see the box. The box is pretty useless, I would say, but yes, there is some documentation in it, and the lens of course is present in this. So the lens comes with the clip which I was saying about, which has that funny screw situation, and the lens is covered properly on both the edges, so the glass part is also covered, and we get a cleaning cloth if that's important to you, and this small pouch which is pretty useless, I would say. I mean, just don't give it if you're giving it off a bad quality, man. These are supposed to be attached to the clamp or any kind of other place, but I don't think we are going to use it because they're finicky. So this is a cleaning cloth, very clean. Let's go ahead and open up this up, and once you open this up, you'll be able to see the lens. Well, now that we have the lens open, let's see how the lens is. But before that, let's get on with the clip. So the clip has this thread behind which you can adjust to set the tightening force, which is going to be applied on your screen and your phone's back. But it's not going to be that bad, but yes, it applies some pressure on your screen. Yes, because the lens is really heavy. I'm emphasizing it because it is heavy. Once you hold it, you'll feel the weight. And this has a slider also. The slider mechanism can physically move. You can move it. The spring is pretty good, and it's not gonna have any issues in the coming time, is what I would say. And I find this better than the clamp actually, which is provided with the tripod, the mini tripod. Yep, this is the lens. It has a cap on the front. Now that we have the lens out, we can see the lens thoroughly. Well, it's pretty round and it's heavy, as I said earlier, but why the Apexel lens, I would say, is because it's more affordable compared to the Casio one, whatever it spells. It's 7,000 and this one is 2,500. Hoping that this gives a similar image. I just wanted to test this out, and let's see how the results are. You can see them for yourselves. There's a cap below also, as you might have noticed. It's a small cap, but it fits nicely, so that's not going to be an issue. The cap's off, and here you can see the shiny lens made of metal and nice glass. So we have this 2x Apexel lens here. You can see the side of it. Let me show you the back also. This made out of metal. Yes, this is the back. And it has a small cap also, as I've told before. It's a small one but nice. Let me open this for you, and you can see through, and that's my wall. Let me mount this to my clamp and let's see what's gonna happen. I'll be attaching some photos and videos after this. As you can see this in real time, this is how I will be attaching my lens. And once you attach this, it's gonna look something like this. It looks pretty cool if you see it. I mean, just imagine walking with this on your phone on the streets. It's gonna look wild. It's a real thing. Well, I'm gonna try attaching this to my camera directly and let's see what happens. This is what happened. Well, so as you can see, now that I have attached it, and there is some kind of video playing on my laptop. Ignore the video, but just look at the quality. So here are the demo images, and here you can see the vignetting which is occurring, and this is the image shot from the real sensor. And let's see another shot also. This is of Wix, surprisingly, and here you can clearly see that there is no keyboard in frame, and once you remove the lens you can see the whole keyboard comes up, and there's other stuff in the background also. In the coming 3 images we can see the screen of my laptop changing colors. This is due to a filter which I'm using, which I got along with the lens, which I have separately paid for. Yes, if that was a question. It changes the colors a little bit. It's known as a CPL, and this is a demo video, and here you can see flares coming up, which was very interesting, and I got so excited once I saw them for the first time, and I was trying to get like a cinematic shot, which probably didn't work out really well. And mostly you will have to use manual focus. If your phone doesn't have it, please download a separate app to get manual focus on these lenses, because the lens actually may not focus always on the object correctly. There's another shot which I took in the evening, and here the sun is directly pointed at the lens, and you can see how the rays are being formed with this, and it looks really nice. I think I might have another shot, and I'm just going to point at the sun at this point because it really looks good. Let me show you another shot. Well, this one has much more colors. I have changed a lot of the video settings, and here you can see the flares popping up, and clearly what's the use of this lens. So yes, this is one of the streets next to my society, and this is how this video came out. You can get good flares if you would really like to do that, and yes, that's one of the major use cases of this. And there's another use case which is for shooting portrait photos, but if you have a phone with a very large sensor, you might get this vignetting issue, which might get annoying, and you might have to zoom into stuff. These are other shots which I took actually, and you can go through these shots, but you can still see the vignetting effect. And I mean, it does not get any better than this, but I did try it on other phones, and it was significantly lesser. And even if you try it on a different lens, let's say a 3x or maybe a 10x, the results are completely different. And once you go to other lenses, you will definitely have to use manual focus, which changes a lot of things in the picture. Well, now that we have that out of the way, let's get into money. And here we can clearly see that the clamp or the phone holder with the tripod comes for 1000, and there is another version of this which is for I think 1800 or probably 2K-ish, which has LED onto it. And if you are someone who does not have an LED already, then you definitely would like to go for that one, because that also has a CPL filter or any other filter which you want to attach to it directly. You can do that also, so which would be really handy and would be really helpful. So consider that also. Depending on your scenario, it will be different. And here below you can see the lens. The lens is $25.99, and I think without the CPL filter it was like 300-ish lesser. But I thought if I'm getting this, I would definitely want the filters. And now I do think that the filters are even more important, because they really bring in colors and remove in colors. So yes, that's really important. So do add those also. There's a 50 rupees discount. It's not a 50% discount, so keep that in mind. It's not 50%, it's 50 rupees. Yes. Well, coming to a conclusion, is this a buy or not a buy for the shots which it takes? So here are these shots, and is it really worth spending 3.5K for getting shots like that? Or maybe like this might work well, or maybe like this. The rays, well, if you are into some of the last two options, well, you can definitely go for this. But if you are just planning to take normal shots like the first Vic shot, well, I guess maybe you can pass this one, because it's not gonna help you the most. Also, at this point, if you are probably buying a lens like this, you might have a gimbal as well, and most gimbals have payload up to 200-250 grams. And once you add that lens into picture, for sure you want to go for HOM rather than DJI, I would say. HOM simply has a higher payload capacity and it will be much better. That's it for this video, I guess, and thank you guys for watching this video. See you in the next one. Peace.